The mark of a party is noise, and lots of it. And I'm glad to hear that you guys are making noise. May I ask my cousin Penny, who is my parents' daughter, only daughter, goddaughter, after 2 sons, to come up and say a few words.
So my name is Penny. I'm anti-Cantonese. I've been told to move because of all my faces with Cantonese. Well, Kai Yea, as I call him, and that's really the only name I know of him for a long, long time since I was little. It's always been Kai Yea. I think from the video it's really hard to follow that because you see the whole life. But I think what the video shows in summary is Kai Yea's love for life, his big appetite for life. Yeah. What I'd like to share with you today is how he has touched my life in the last 30 years. As a teenager and also later on as an adult, hopefully. When I was a teenager, I lived with Kai Yea in SWEE for a while. Coming back soon. Big preview is in February. Yeah. So I lived with them for over a year when I was studying at Yale. Yeah. And what I've learned about Kai Yea is his big love for a good hearty bowl of Chinese soup. Yeah, so when I was living with them, there were no expectations. Only thing I had to do every night was make a pot of Chinese soup for dinner. So imagine the pressure every night. Every night had to be better than the last. Yeah. So I had tutorials every week. And his soup, no matter how hard I tried, this was just always better. So one day I decided to sneak behind him and see what was his secret ingredient. And I saw him quietly slip in a pretty big cube of MSG in his all-natural soup. Yeah. So he's generous, you know that, and you also know he's generous with the MSG. Yeah. Later on,
excuse me.
I've had many encounters with Kai Yea. Growing up, he has impressed upon me what I should be, and not so much what I can be. And I think that's really important, that I should be happy, but with a purpose in life. And not what I can be. It doesn't matter what I do for a living. It's how I live my life. And as you watch the video, you see he walks the walk that he talks. And that's really, really important for me to remember. Yeah. Besides his generosity in words, I think I'll leave that for Dominic to explain a little bit later on. Kai Yea has a very generous heart. His generosity in spirit, I think, is what touches us as well. Yeah. My brother and I, he's over here somewhere. There we go. Hi, Pete. We had a discussion last week about what the qualities that we love in Kai Yea. And his generosity came up again and again and again. So whether it's generosity in MSG or generosity in spirit, overall we love him just as who he is.
Thanks, Penny. Swiftly following Penny, may I ask my cousin Karen, Ame, who is Uma's younger child to bring with her her youngest child, Zoe. Let's come out and say a few words.
Unfortunately, my brother Sean and his wife Catherine and son Jackson were not able to be here for the celebration tonight, but he did pass me a few words that I'd like to read to you. My cousin was for me a very influential figure and still is. It is important for boys growing up into early manhood to have a strong and upstanding role model whose morals were beyond reproach and who could act as a guide through life. For me, he was one of those. Nowadays, although separated by distance, the strong faith in the Lord is an inspiration and a constant encouragement for me. Kaufu and Auntie Helen, we wish we were there to honor you on this special day and miss you both dearly. We know you will receive much joy in these celebrations. Grace and peace from Sean, Catherine, and Jackson. Let me continue with some karaoke in the next level. It's my great privilege to describe to you what my Kaufu, Mr. LIM, means to the Choong and extended all sides of the family. Many of you here are old friends and relatives and know him well and by different names. I'd like to share with you a few names that we like to call our Kaufu, that we feel really captures who he is and what he means to our family.
You don't need to do that anymore.
LIM is a Keipochi.
Yes.
If you haven't yet met him, you will recognize LIM as the guy at the restaurant peering over strangers' shoulders to see what they are eating. He'll ask you if it's any good, and eating particularly people that day will actually ask you if it's
Hey.
He loves sneaking into restaurant kitchens to see how the food is cooked and if the chef needs his opinion. The other day I saw him go to the back of Fatty Crab restaurant with his camera, no doubt to take pictures of food prep. Except the door he went through said toilet. The thing of it is, he is never out of place nor unwelcome. Whether he snuck his way into the cockpit of a 747 or behind the griddle in Kai Yea directing the flight of Orange Skyline, people are naturally attracted to my Kaufu because of his personality.
It's okay. Zoomed in.
ASL is a big KPC. And he is the best kind of Keipochi because he's genuinely interested. He cares about you and what you're doing and how you can help. Which brings me to our next favorite name from Kaufu. Our SWEE is a Choong Gong. I have to thank my Kaufu for being Choong because this has taught me the true meaning of patience. Our SWEE loves to listen, but he also loves to talk. And the two in combination make for the best kind of friend and advisor. As busy as he may be, my Kaufu always makes us feel that he has all the time in the world for us, no matter how trivial the matter. It is because he is Choong that we love him. We are grateful for his wisdom, advice, mentorship, and love that he continues to give each of us, and now to our children, and I'm sure in future to our children's children. My Kaufu has always been there for us whenever we are troubled, and through each and every one of our family's crises. He is our pillar of strength, and I can honestly say that our family stands together today because of him and Auntie Helen.
And still.
Our SWEE is a Lao Hei Gong. There is often a lot of toing and froing before he can leave between house and car before he can actually manage his garage. Don't be fooled into mistaking this trait as forgetfulness. What others call being Lao Hei, I'm quite sure he prefers to call contemplation, deliberation, planning, thoughtfulness, and okay, maybe a little bit of forgetfulness. The man is 70 after all. Our SWEE is a Sondai. My Kaufu is a funny guy. He's really silly. He is a comedian, a perpetual entertainer, he is a clown and a puppeteer. The laughter he brings to us in every situation is what unites us and is what keeps him so useful enough. His humor and wit transcends all ages and is what gravitates us to him and makes us all want to be around him. He's always smiling, always happy, never grumpy, yet a sensitive, patient, and ever willing to laugh at himself, and in so doing encourages others to laugh with him. And after watching the video that Ian made, I have a few more names for you. Choong, and tonight you are Lai Chai. Still, at 70, James Choong. LIM is known by many names because he's a man of many talents and of many hats, literally, and of big heart. Whether you know him as LIM, James, Sri Lanka, Khao Fu, Khao Kong, Ling, Pa, Sir, Boss. We are the luckiest people in the world because he is to each of us a brother, father, friend, mentor, teacher, and our role model. He is the most generous, sensitive, patient, wise, funny, kind, and loving man I know. Khao Fu, we love you so dearly, and thank you for being all the things that you are. And we hope that you will forever be our Sochai when we are sad, Lao Hei when we are lost, Kepo when we are in need, and Choong Hei when we are troubled. Outstanding in raising your glass to a toast for my household. Happy 70th birthday. Happy 70th.